What is up, everybody?
What's up,
Jake's
Jake?
Jake's feeling good.
I'm feeling good, guys. I'm excited. No, I'm tired. I thought today was Friday.
Dude. We're not there
Yo,
yet.
God, man. I was like, yeah. And the kids, like, because they start spring break today, like tomorrow they're off. So I was like, damn. That's why I felt
Oh,
like it was Friday.
oh shit. Okay. Mine
Yeah.
mine still have another week.
I
So
do it early here, man. They get out in May here.
oh
I know
okay,
when
yeah,
I was up in
everything's
Maryland, it was
shifted
June
around.
and all that.
And then our kids go to like my kid goes to one school, girlfriend's kid goes to another, and like all the days are screwed up, so they never
Mm.
match.
That's how
And
we
how
got
does
it. Ashley takes two to one school. I take the other to the other school. So we're
oh
here
shit.
for it. Yo, shout out to Jason Johnson. Oh yeah. That's why Jake was a star. Man, that makes me feel good. I hope it turned out good. Good
Yeah, it was good.
conversation. Goes great. Who's on there next? Which one of y'all?
I was like, you turn him down
not
or what?
not Kurt.
No, I didn't. I didn't turn him down. I thought I had scheduled, but I didn't.
Oh, okay.
So I had to reschedule, and now the earliest time is like in the middle of April or something.
Books
All
up
right.
quick. You know what he uses for his booking and all that?
AI.
Square or something.
He uses AI. AI will
I
be
think
the
that's what y'all were
takeover,
talking about
fellas.
for a while too. Like he has AI do his business, his podcasting, everything.
For sure.
And hey, you
But
got to answer this questionnaire before you when you
Yeah,
book, right?
yeah, yeah. None of it comes up, but yeah,
I
yeah,
got half
screw
of
that.
mine to
Like,
just. I got a half of mine to just troll every question.
sure,
yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
there you go.
I did
That's
that stupid questionnaire, and I was like, none of this came out on the like when I did it like a
yeah,
year ago or whatever.
yeah. None of this
It's
shit
like
was on the
all
show.
professional. Like he probably doesn't even remember what the questions are on there.
Yo, for sure. He's just here. Like, yo, we go do it. We go do it like this, fellas. And
Oh, guys,
it's a great show. It was a good time.
you talk about
What you got?
AI. I saw this thing on YouTube where somebody was using AI to call and make an appointment, and the person they were calling was using AI to answer the calls and make appointments. And the
Okay.
phone and the receiver were sitting side by side, and one of them said, "Oh, you're AI too. Do you want to go to gibberish mode?" And they
Oh
started
shit!
going into this weird, like dial-up kind of sounding thing, talking back and forth to each
No.
other.
All right, that's a little
Like
creepy.
legit? That's too
Yeah.
dude, that's hilarious. AI is it's a real thing. I don't think it's as
I was gonna say I saw this AI.
iRobot as people think it is.
I saw AI on YouTube too. Kurt over there using it on his service calls.
What do you think,
Oh yeah.
Kurt? How's it doing? You know what we should
Well,
do? You know what? Just for shits and giggles.
no,
You know what we
no,
should do?
no, wait. I'm gonna tell you something cool. I'm gonna tell
Why
you
are
Let him
you
get a
something
word.
joking,
cool about
dog?
Let
this.
him get a word in.
Yeah.
The the answering service, the way I interact with the AI on it.
Sorry. I was ready. It was pulled up, bro.
Dude, it tells me about the phone call instead of just giving me a verbatim message of what the phone call was. It tells me
Mm.
about the phone call like somebody who answered the phone who's telling you about the call. It says somebody called, they didn't respond, they scheduled. It's not a verbatim layout of what the phone call was.
What are you doing?
I love that. That's like the Apple Intelligence stuff, right? It does the same thing with like emails. It'll like kind of
I need to turn
give you
that
like,
crap off because on mine it tells
like
me. I guess when I get too many notifications, it tries to tell me like this is going on. It's like a little summary of stuff, and it always gets it wrong.
oh, so it's not okay. Well, I'll tell you this much. From what I've seen with Kurt's stuff, the free to grow seems to be really knocking it out the park.
It
Um,
helps me out.
Well, they're leaps and bounds over Apple then.
Yeah, no, I mean, just from watching some of their stuff, it looks pretty awesome. So good on you, Kurt. I'm glad it's working out for you. But
They're talking. They were
database.
talking about Terminator in the chat.
Database. I was watching something the other day. Who was it? Who does the Jesse Ventura dude? The ball down in the Baja. Like he does the impressions down. I was God, what that Saxon, something like that. Anyways, he was doing an Arnold impression. Will Saxo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does the
I
Macho
haven't
Man
seen that
and
dude
all
in a
that.
while.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, the cream always rises to the top. Okay, you gotta drink your water. Okay, Miss Elizabeth or Miss Ashley in my case.
All right, Jake's taking requests for impressions tonight.
Shit, no, man. I used to always think I could do that. I used to think I could sing. God, what a loser.
Hey, we heard it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. What is it? Deaf tone deaf. Yeah. I'm sorry. I sure do apologize. All right, Adrian, take over. Go.
Oh, well, weren't y'all talking about something right now? Or were you just
We were talking AI. Kurt
grow?
told us how great it was. Yeah, he was talking about how awesome it was, and it's he uses it. Anything else on it, Kurt?
No, I'm reading the comments. Someone said, "Do we know Curtis is real?" Curtis is T1.
Oh, the T900 or whatever. What is it?
Kurt is a T1000.
The T1000.
It's just AI. It's just AI. It's all a figment of. I'm in the matrix.
Honestly, when I met him, I thought he was. I was like, this dude can't be real coming around the corner like that on us, Adrian. It's like,
Everybody says you can sing.
but you can't say this is true. In the arms of an
That's why we got all that money.
Damn. No, we don't need to talk about that. Oh man, that was a good time, dude. I was jamming out too. I was jamming out to some Led Zeppelin today, bro. You a lead head? Are y'all lead heads?
I was at one time in my life, but I got over it.
Oh, dude, you can never get over it.
No, I'm just gonna speak some truth right now.
Don't you talk about my boy. Don't you do it.
All these classic rock radio stations around here are playing the same old music from the 60s and 70s over and over and over again.
That's all radio stations.
I got sick of it.
But you know what's a really good one?
I go on Spotify and I just look up these playlists, and then you get your fix that way.
Well, I listen to Pandora, and I'll pick out an artist I like. Like
I swear to God, I didn't know Pandora was still a thing.
And I just pick out an artist I like, and it gives me a channel based on that kind of music, and that's how I listen to the radio.
That's a good way to listen to music. But you know what I like to do is tell people that they.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you guys did not catch it. That was so terrible. That was the worst. Like, oh yeah, it literally said you need cooling.
I know it's in your videos.
But yeah, I hated the way you said it. It just was like so. Boo.
You want to do a retake?
Yeah, let's do it again. All right.
No,
this isn't live or anything. All right, let's start this over. Yeah, so we're just talking. All the radio stations, they just play the same thing over and over. Right? This is what we're saying. And like, but you know what? You know what people really need? You know what they need? They need. Oh, come on. All right, we're done. Yeah, dude. You know what's crazy? I mean, I listen to a lot of the grunge stuff too. Alice in Chains and things like that. And I mean, dude, you really think about late '80s, '90s, they were coming in. I mean, it's like pushing 40 years. So think about Zeppelin, Beatles, '60s, late '50s, '60s. I mean, in the early 2000s, that was classic music or classic rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
It's just
the people who grew up listening to that music are dying off now. We can move on. We can start listening
okay.
to
You know
something
what?
else.
My parents are still alive, so calm down. Don't knock
I'm
them off
just
yet,
saying,
Kurt.
I quit listening to radio stations because of it.
Yeah, it's hard. Dude, it's fine. No, we got 10 seconds. We're good. We're
We make
good.
like 10 cents a stream, so it's fine.
Yeah. Take all the money. They can share it.
What I was gonna say is
It's
that like music that we grew up listening to that came out when we were younger is classic music now, basically.
mm-hmm.
So
So I'm saying, like, dude, like Alice in Chains, Nirvana, you know what I mean?
oh yeah, yeah,
Motorhead, Bush, all these guys. But,
yeah,
yeah.
my dog.
Pause. Okay.
No, my dog was
Cool.
barking.
Oh, I didn't hear it. You must got very, very good
no,
audio
I'm muting
settings.
I have my finger on the mute button right now.
You're doing a good job, bro. That's great.
I was looking for a damn comment. Mike, I watch podcasts and HVAC videos way more than music now.
Well, that's cool. We appreciate it.
And I should apologize to everybody. I did not have a video today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring it up because mayhem might break out, brother.
I'm a
You know
slacker
what you
today.
need to do is you need to make sure every time you get a video, okay? You just need to make sure of it.
That's the worst. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Can you do it?
I didn't even know. Oh, go ahead.
I did not.
No, hold on. Let me.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Okay.
There you go.
That's the best I got. It was so bad.
But we got
it. That's all I need.
We got it. We know who it was. Vinyl records. My girlfriend bought or pre-ordered whatever. I guess everything comes out in vinyl now, and had to get a vinyl record player for that.
What's crazy is I'm pretty sure this is still the case. Every record that gets cut is cut on vinyl. Like that's the original production. But like my dad's like heavy into that stuff, and he made me he didn't give me a record player, but he gave me some old Suro Vegas from the 70s with the old radio. It's really, he like rebuilt them and stuff. But yeah, he's big into the vinyl. You know, he's one of those old people, Kurt, you know.
Some people swear by
that
it.
are just dying off. Still alive though. Love you, Dad.
Dude, I was told by my wife today I'm a senior citizen.
Yo, you ain't that age yet, are you? 55.
53.
Got me nervous, bro.
And Jay keeps adding years on there.
No, I'll be
I
54
like
next month.
You gotta be 55, right?
I don't know. I ain't.
If it's 53, then yeah, you're screwed, bro.
Did we lose Kurt?
Oh shit, did we? Did you? Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here. You're fine. There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Am I the one freezing up?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Let me see.
Yeah, I can hear you
know what?
now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can see you now.
Another Google search. Let's see.
For what?
How old do you gotta be? How old for AARP? Boom. Okay. Why can't you just give me? Oh, you must be at least 50 years old, Kurt. So yes, you are technically a senior citizen. Oh man, you must be at least 50 years old. Dang, that's crazy.
Eddie over here
That's
says
all
he
good,
was jamming to the kitchen music. That's why I can't record inside too much because I always have the music blasting. Then I get copyright.
Is your girlfriend Hispanic?
Me? Yeah.
Nah, dude, she's actually.
Is your girlfriend Hispanic?
Yes.
Does she play music all the time?
No, I'm the one that plays music all the time.
Okay. 'Cause,
She's a reader. She's too smart for me.
I see.
And a teacher. Yeah.
What was going to be the question?
I've been in houses and there's like radios
Oh.
lasting from the bathroom all the
Like
way
when
out
they're
to the driveway.
okay, yeah, I get it. Or when they're cleaning, you know. I'm that person.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say I gotta have music going, bro. I was just outside playing
That's what I
volleyball
was
with the
telling her because
kids.
I'm like that this household is gonna have music because if I'm washing something or cleaning out the garage, like I have music on.
Mm-hmm. Faux show. Yeah. I was just jamming out to some Nutshell and stuff, some MTV Unplugged, playing
Yeah,
volleyball with the kids.
I was trying to get that pack out stereo too. I was like, I could use that.
That's what I was playing it on, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay. I don't have one yet. I'm probably gonna get one.
And there we
Maybe
go.
we
I
need
love it. It's good stuff.
I think we need
Say that.
everything Milwaukee.
Everything's gonna be Milwaukee.
I got that vacuum pump in today. We'll see
Well, that's good.
how it
Tell
turns
us
out.
more.
I think you'll
Well,
like it.
we'll see how it turns out. It's pretty beefy. It's a big vacuum pump. Not as big as a
5
field
CFM.
piece. Yeah, it's a 5 CFM, but I'm just talking about like physically. But it's not as big as a field piece one. I'm getting really tired of the field piece one, taking up a lot of space on my truck.
I could tell you that
Does
vacuum pump fit down inside one of those ammo can pack
That's
out
exactly
boxes.
what I was gonna try. Yeah,
It'll fit down in there, and you got enough room for like your micron gauge and a few things down in there with it, and a battery.
that's what I wanted to
does
see when it came in.
does the tray fit on top of the ammo can?
That it would
Tray
be.
goes on.
Okay.
Tray goes on a wide piece.
No, the ammo
One
can has the tray that's on top of the ammo
little
can. You know what
caddy
I'm talking
one.
Mm-mm.
He lost it.
Mm-mm.
about? Okay. Somebody stole it when they bought their
That's
from
what I
his
was
Home
thinking.
Depot.
That's what I was thinking. If I can get it in a pack out like that and if the tray fits, put all my fittings and everything on top, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I did lose it. I'm sorry. I
Does
lost what you were
does,
talking.
does it come with the batteries?
A
It
battery
comes
and
with
charger.
an 8 amp hour Forge battery.
Sick. Should you get a Forge, Adrian?
I didn't check, but it's whatever the kit.
Sweet.
It's
So
whatever the kit
Supposed to,
was.
yeah.
But we got some work. I'll try it out. I am full like battery vacuum pumps now, so like I know I might take the field piece off the truck.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
just
I
took
would be in the
JB off
same
my
boat.
truck.
You took what?
What'd you do?
I took a JB off my truck.
Are you just so
I
you're
would
all
too.
battery?
I'm not a fan of. Not a fan.
Not a fan.
I mean, I think it's time for something new, don't you think?
I think I know what you're saying, bud.
So we've had a lot of conversations, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I do feel like with the JB vacuum pumps, that's the one thing that they do very well, and I like their pumps. But all this other stuff they're getting out into, I don't know if I would trust
What
them.
should they stay in their lane? Just pumps?
No,
Pumps
I
Give
think
them-
I
that
like their fittings, like all their fittings and different things that you can buy. Like they make everything, like service ports and shraders and all that.
I think they can branch out, but I'm gonna trust.
I would trust like a
You
company like Yellow Jacket or something like that over JB.
I've been very tempted to go back to Yellow Jacket on certain things.
The only hose I ever had. Now I've only ever had a JB like hoses and Yellow Jacket hoses, and the
need to
JBs were
get-
the only ones to ever explode on me.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I've
How about-
oh
And-
man, I had one do
How
that,
about
but I can't
Gilmore
remember what it
hoses?
was. Hillmore?
Hmm?
Yeah, I'll use a Hillmore hose sometimes.
Okay.
I have
I
I
didn't know
have a
they made
Hillmore
hoses, to be honest.
I have a Hillmore as a vacuum hose, but
Do
I
they
had that
make
happen one time, but I can't remember what brand it was. Like a decade ago, like it split.
Yeah, it was my JBs because those were the first ones. The only reason I bought them is they were in the bargain bin for like the hoses and the manifold for like $40, bro. I'm like, oh, cool.
No
They
wonder.
had a little USA. Yeah. Well, you know what? But I don't know. I guess because nobody was buying them. But whatever. Yeah. Ever since then, I've never gone back. I don't
Well,
think I've ever bought anything JB after that.
I was gonna say like I was given their manifold to try out.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't a fan of the digital, but the one of the hoses came defective. Like the threading on it was different, and it was not
Oh,
a quarter
really?
inch. It was not a 3/8. It was not even a 5/16 or anything. Just did not fit on anything, and I had to tell them. I didn't ask for a replacement. I was like, whatever. I'll just use my old Yellow Jacket hoses.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was weird. Trying to give me something to review, and it came
Just
defective.
didn't work. I will say, I
Didn't
do
offer to
like the
replace
fact.
it?
I didn't ask. I was like, dude, like whatever.
No video.
What's up, Chris?
Is their new shout
I
out
was already
Chris.
upset with their manifold to begin with, so I was like, why bother?
Well, their new hoses are going to have the color coded tips on the end, which I think is pretty cool. You
I
know,
don't think
That's
I've
for
seen that.
that's for all of us who are easily confused.
Look, I have the I have the field piece one, the blacked out hoses, right? You know, field piece makes their black ones.
yeah.
You can't tell me when they're all disconnected, laying on the floor, you don't grab the wrong one several times until you get the right one. Like that's where I
Straight
like
up.
the color coded field piece tags that they have on the end.
So are those like station? Like, are those pressed on and they don't like slide up and down?
Yeah, no, they snap on pretty tight and they don't move around. So
Okay.
I like them if you have black hoses, obviously, so you can tell when you have everything laid out, like what's what. Especially when you're frustrated. I always tell people with anything that I use or buy, just keep in mind, I might be frustrated on a Friday afternoon. It's 100 degrees out. I just want, stuff to be easy to use,
Straight up.
I can agree.
So I don't know. I haven't seen the
Yeah.
JB ones, but I have the field piece with the color tags or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, no, they for their A2L stuff, they were putting the color tips on the end with the reverse threads on the hoses instead of buying the, you know what I mean? Which I thought was a good
It's
step
what?
in the right direction.
Reverse threads on the hoses.
Mm-hmm. With the tips on the end. Adrian,
is
you
it
were at the booth with me when I did the video.
Is it remove? I can. Which one you're talking about? JB.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Is it an adapter? I already forgot.
No, it was just the end piece. It was not the ball end. It was the other end. I have to be honest, I have to look back at the video too, but they're on the
I
hose.
vaguely remember something. Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, they're like, yeah, we're just integrating it into the hose because honestly, you think about it, you're gonna have the reverse threaded piece, which you'll have to put on everything, right? And then you'll have to have another connection, and then if you put like a valve core, another connection. So it's just adding another connection. That's all. You know, try to eliminate that as much as possible.
So that's
So
just
Chris
on the
likes
yellow
field
hose.
piece. What?
Yeah, I never used them. I mean, they were never sent to me. I know you guys get them sent to you, and they gave them to you, so you can definitely like them. Yellow Jacket.
We don't
has
like
been...
everything that we're sent, to be honest.
No. I totally know that. I totally know that. Okay,
You know what? You know what's funny, and
when you're paid to say things, I get it.
I do have it written down here that we talked about it earlier. Like, I get accused of biased because you're sponsored, this and that, on stuff that is not sponsored just because I have a strong opinion on it. What's going on over there?
You don't hear nothing, do you?
No.
All right, good. It's going down.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah, no, for sure, dude. No,
I get
I
accused
did always
more
want,
on non-sponsored videos than anything, just because I have a strong opinion.
and we had that text message going on today about that. Like Kurt had mentioned something, and then you were like, "Yeah, I get more hate on that in terms of people not liking it." Um, which is
You know,
it's just funny because like if you
like
actually enjoy something and you want to show it to people,
it's funny because like the last comment was about the valve core removal tools that I showcased. I didn't even know that had blown up a little bit, that video, and I'm like, nobody paid me for that video. I just went out back and recorded a video to test them out, and I just really didn't like a few of them.
mm.
And everybody, and
Of
there's comments.
which valve core tool was this?
The one I didn't like at the time was Appion. Now I still have them on my van because they're still
Mm-hmm.
useful. I'm actually field piece got knocked down, if I'm being honest, on my
Okay.
list because I started having issues with them. Maybe I'll do a follow
Okay.
up. I don't know.
Did you ever do like the rebuild on them? Either one of you, like rebuild your because I know Appion comes with 2 new seals and all that. I've never done it. The only one that I
Oh
think it
yeah.
might have been Appion is the only one that ever like I was taking off and all the pressure on it blew out the seal once.
No,
And I
I
just
just
pushed
bought
a new one in there.
the gasket kit so I can start fixing some of mine.
Okay.
I bought the gasket kit just so I could replace the gasket that's in the very end of it because it'll
Yeah.
blow out sometimes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's the
exactly.
one I'm talking in.
Well,
But
if you get the
Appion comes
kit,
with 2.
I always lose them, the ones that come with it. But if you buy the kit,
Mm.
it's for the core tool and then like the depressors and everything. I have all that stuff Appion, so like I bought the kit, and I'll just replace the gaskets because they get chewed up, or like you said, I had a weird one, a walk-in freezer that even on my field piece probes it blew out the gasket. I lost the stupid depressor in there too, because when I would disconnect it, it would just pop. I
Mm.
don't know what the hell that was.
Yes. Damn. I got
I
me about
bought
like
one part.
hmm?
Go ahead, Jake.
Oh, I was gonna say like I've gone through like probably like 8 different types of valve core tools because I buy 2 of each at a time when I'm getting them, and like I've finally settled with like my favorite is the CPS ones right now. Like they've just been really good. Like I've had the Appion. I have a Yellow Jacket was actually really good, but I lost the stem part, right? The actual core tool. Um so I had those two, and then Navac's decent, and then the CPS. So those are the 8 whatever that I have. I never got the field piece ones. Didn't
Well, the
feel the
CPS
need to.
ones I bought because of you, and I
Mm-hmm.
have enjoyed it. It's in my bag right now. Like that's the one that I keep on me. And field piece did okay when I first got it. It just the past couple of times that I've used it won't pull the core.
Kurt.
Well, you can
We
blow
we
it
know how
out.
Kurt feels.
Yeah,
See, Crit.
I don't I particularly do not like the field piece valve core removal tools. I've had bad experiences with them from the very beginning.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. I rebuilt the Appion core tools a few times. They are a pain, but it's doable. Comes with the gaskets and the ball valve.
Yeah, they
Well,
come in a little box, and then they got like the bag that has the 2 in it, and like I throw them like I have a certain spot in my pack out where I put them. I I've never
so did I, but
I've
I don't
never
know where that
had.
spot is anymore.
Okay, I've never rebuilt them yet, but those were pretty good. Those were the first set I bought because those are the ones I heard everybody using.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, now
Now,
I know how things actually work. I'm like, were they really that good?
are you going to get a bigger van now?
Nah, dude, I'm gonna keep rocking the Mini. I can work
Really?
out of that with what I want to get.
Well, I heard you say that you might want to put in some kind of Milwaukee shelves. You going to do that?
Oh, straight up, dude, all day long. Yeah, I'm good. I got room.
Or does it fit?
Yeah, nah, dude,
Okay.
they'll fit. I can get from the measurements, I can get 4 on each side. Right now, I have 2 pack outs on one side of the van, a single pack out, like in terms of stacks, and then built out. I could take it with, I could build 2 more out onto the back of the door if I needed to. And then I have the whole center if for whatever. But I wouldn't go that deep. I would probably do 2 on each side, or maybe 3 or 4 on one, and eliminate 3 on the other. Just be on the lookout. That's all.
I was gonna say, well, I'll be waiting for that. Yeah.
Minivan tour coming soon.
I want
I've
do
never
a
worked
video
with
when you
Cormac.
change everything out. When you put it in, if you
Yeah,
do
That'd
it,
be good.
do a video of it.
That'd be a good one.
I'm gonna get rid of the tough belt tower that I have in the back.
For sure.
Chris is talking about Cormax. Have you guys dealt with that? I don't know if you guys deal with it on your
Yeah,
end.
no, I've never had to. I know y'all do.
I hate them.
I see them and I work with them, but I've never had to replace one for any reason.
See that
How
tool?
much is that damn Cormax
no.
tool,
Well,
though?
look, that tool. Every time I bring it up, because I'm like, I just don't want to buy it. Right? Like, if it leaks, I cap it off, and then if we have to recover and do a major repair, then I can replace them. I do carry them, like the spares or whatever. But like that tool, everybody tells me, oh, just buy the tool. It was like $100. So all these technicians are like, they've had theirs for like 20 years or whatever it is. I'm like, go Google that damn tool right now. It is like $600.
That's what I thought. Something
It's like,
crazy.
I don't know. That's why he says that he'll just charge a bit more when he does one, and then obviously, it pays for the tool. I get it. We do that too with everything, like your recovery, your vacuum, everything gets paid for.
Might be doing a job
Oh yeah.
to
Okay.
pay for it.
I haven't checked in a while. He said he bought it for $450. It's like $800 now.
I know. Didn't
That's-
JB
it's-
just come out with one?
That is the tool. That's JB's tool. It's always been JB.
That's insane, though, man. That man.
Just to
but,
change
like-
out it's like a Schrader core on
I wonder how they
steroids. That's all
got
it
that.
is.
How they got that patent for that to be the only ones, like the primary guys, or how long that's gonna run until somebody else can manufacture something. I'm sure it's got to be like Temu or freaking Vever has something.
Oh, dude, I was just reminded because I had told you, I was like, I know that they make other stuff, or I've seen it somewhere. It was on TikTok. There was a guy that put in a Vevor condenser fan motor. They make fan motors now.
Yeah, we was talking about. Okay.
I couldn't remember like if we had talked about it, but I'm like, damn, it came on my feed again.
Yeah.
And the guy
Still
put it
good.
in.
No,
Who was
no
that?
issues. Okay.
I was like, I don't know. The guy put it in. I wouldn't trust it.
If I was doing something like that, I personally
wasn't
like.
me,
I'm
was
not
it?
No.
gonna. Did you put one in?
Have you
Yeah,
tried?
I've put one in.
Oh, that's probably what we were talking about then.
Okay, I know we heard about this. I don't
I
remember you
saw
saying you put one
someone-
in.
No, I saw somebody else do one, and I forgot that we had talked about it.
I put one in when they sent me one time to try out, and I said, sure, I'll use it. And filmed it, and it worked. And I talked about some of its shortcomings, and I never ordered one.
Okay.
Yeah, I would never go out of my way to order that crap.
That's that homeowner
And I
special,
mentioned it in the video too. I mean, they can't stipulate
course.
what you're going to say about that thing.
Well, they can't tell Kurt what to say.
Did you give any type of discount by chance or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
You pay
Just,
for his
maybe
experience.
Maybe you would, pay for his experience, bro. I had a dude in one of my comments say something along those lines, like, "Yeah,
got
that's
one.
the difference." I'm like, "Yo, experience." But like, here's the thing: like, experience don't mean shit when it comes to knowledge, though. Too, right? Like, you can have 30 years of experience,
Yep.
but you don't know jack shit. So, like,
If you just
'cause I
coast for 30 years, it's different.
straight up, bro. I'm like, they're like, yo, you're paying. I have a video. I have to go back and find this comment. The dude said, it, and I was like, nah, dude. I was like, yeah, but what does experience mean to knowledge, bro?
Yeah. There's only, there's some people that just go and do whatever, and there's people that do it the right way or learn, and there's a difference. And
Right.
I had a comment like that. Oh, go ahead.
The way I would relate to that, we're all getting experience until one day it just kind of clicks and we understand how everything works. That's to me would be the difference between your experience and knowledge. The knowledge is how the thing works.
Mm. Preach, brother. Boom.
So I don't
It's
want to.
now.
What are you gonna
No,
add
I
to
was
it?
going to ask, like, in terms of adaption, right? You know, I don't know if that's the proper term, but like you guys hiring somebody that's been doing it with or Kurt doesn't, if you do hire some, been doing it for 30 years, but you try to get them to succumb to their old ways or whatever, and do it
It
with
pisses me off.
the new,
I've dealt with it.
yeah, okay. That's what I'm
Um,
like.
before I couldn't say shit because I was too young, but like I had the schooling and everything, so that's why I would tell them, "Hey, we need to do it this way, that way, whatever." Um, now I just tell them, and usually they're good about it because we do have some older guys that work for us, and they're usually good about it. Now, do they always do it the way that I tell them? Probably not. I can't watch them 24/7. So sometimes I straight up tell them, I don't want to know like what you did. Did it work? Okay, cool. It just
Yeah.
it happens, you know. That's why I always feel like I have to be there, which is probably why I'm gonna end up doing just supervisor stuff at some point, because I feel like I have to be there just to make sure things are done, the right way. And I, I don't know. We're probably gonna end up hiring like young people as well to train them up, because right now we were supposed to hire two. We only hired one. Well, two guys that were like experienced. We're probably gonna run into that same issue where they want to do it their way or whatever. So we didn't end up going that route, and we hired a young guy. And he's been soaking it up, learning everything. He's running his own calls now, so we're good. Like we're just training him up.
That's
Might be the
dope.
best thing to
That's
do.
good.
Now he surprised me. He's doing really well. So yeah, breaking bad habits. That's always the hard part. And one of them right now is my uncle. Like I've had family work for us. One of them didn't like to listen to me. This one does. So he usually will be open to doing it. And I just try to supply him with the right tools, the right, things, make sure it's on his van. That way he can use it, versus, oh, I didn't have it. I couldn't do it. Sorry. So just try to make sure they have
Mm.
everything.
Yeah, that's tough, man, for sure.
I don't, well, I saw that Chris is still in here. I don't want to upset him, but I had those Zoom Lock Max push fitting or Zoom Lock push fittings, right?
What's he gonna get upset about?
You know why?
Wait a
I
minute.
mean,
Why would anybody
they
get upset about
failed.
that video? That is the truth. Just
No, it's my
Yeah,
experience.
no.
It's whatever. But I did have a comment on there on the push fitting defending it, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like I have my experience with it, right? And sure, maybe it does better on. I forgot to mention in the video. Maybe it does better on hard drawn copper, on like super straight, where it's not
Yeah, that's what everybody
vibrating.
wants, bro. Like everything's just cheap Chinesium copper, though, bro. Like you ain't running into that shit no more.
And
Like,
I was like, this is real world application, right? Like I put it in a. This is the only time that I would use it in a small appliance. I would never personally put it on a big AC unit or a walk-in,
yeah,
anything like
who's
that.
an idiot that would put it on a split system? Those are dumbasses.
Did it work?
Nah, dude, it leaked.
Okay. Well,
Remember?
that's my point. That's my
That's
point.
why only dumbasses would do it. So I tried. I gave it a shot, and it leaked. I'm
No,
sorry.
that's yeah, whatever. But the comment I got was funny because they're like, we've been using those in a school setting with all my kids, never had any problems, going on 2 years. It's not a push fitting problem; it's a skill problem. I was like, really?
Yeah. What a turd.
I was like, what skill do I need to push a damn
you gotta
fitting together?
prep it or something. What's he talking about?
Well, I mentioned that I prepped it, right? It's the same prep as like brazing. You clean the copper, you deburr it, make sure it's good to go, measure the depth on it, and that's it. You push it in. There's not much to it. I was like,
You
what
still didn't
skill?
do it right. You still didn't. Your
I
marker,
didn't.
the tip on your marker was too thick, so the line you cut too far back.
Oh, okay. Well, he doesn't use the push ones. He uses the press.
Oh
The
yeah, that's right. So go
I'm
ahead,
glad
Kurt.
y'all went through what you did with the push fittings because I was never going to trust those things on somebody's system.
You
I'll
know
tell
who?
you this: the way I
There's
did
that.
it.
Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, yeah. I just had.
You positive?
Yeah.
You finish. You finish. Because I'll ramble on. Ramble on.
Well, then you need to ramble after this. But there is that one channel that we've seen that uses a lot of. I haven't watched him in a while, but he used a lot of them when he would
Talking
connect
about a
the.
fellow in California.
Yeah. He would. Wasn't he doing them on the indoor coil or something like that? He'd always install them with the push fittings. I
I've
don't
seen
know.
him do some of those inverter mini split style condensers hooked up that way.
Okay. Yeah. That yeah.
We're talking
I'm
about
talking about.
surfer dudes, by the way. We're talking about surfer dudes.
Yes.
HVAC. Okay. Um, my application, I will say, was probably in the wrong spot. But when the lady was struggling to pay a bill that would have cost a little bit more, so I did the
Yeah,
push
I
fitting
get
for
it.
her, and I ate the cost for her the second time. When it failed, I ate the cost to repair it and just did charge for only the refrigerant. The first time didn't charge for labor. Second time didn't charge for labor. You know what I mean?
That's the way.
And
That's the way we
gave
do
her
it
a
too.
break. And I was like, hey, I'm going in the video, I was like, hey, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. But it's in like a condo style building. And where it was placed for mine, I will say, fucking maintenance dudes were probably just stepping on the copper or something stupid. But yours was in a complete sealed scenario, right? Like
Yeah,
nobody's
it's
in there that's going to mess with it. The only thing would be
probably just
vibration.
vibration. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, there's no way to avoid that. I even told one of the guys that commented, I was like, I can't avoid vibration. I mean, there's
Yeah.
motors, there's a compressor.
So I was gonna say that on your video too because I was like, damn it, it have it, but
And
I mean,
you
you
know
had a
what's
couple
funny?
leaks on that system,
And
you know.
I tried to straighten it as much as I could. I mean, it's
You
soft
said when
copper.
you turned it, yeah,
Because
it would work.
when I would turn it, I was like, why? Like it would get real loud. It would start like pissing out the refrigerant. And I was like, okay, I just turned it back so it wouldn't be as bad. And then I was like, you know what? I got to come back in with my torch.
Mm,
You
for
guys
sure,
cut that
yeah.
thing out. There's no way to open it up and is there a way to open that up and pull the copper out without destroying it?
When I had to take it out,
Yeah, can you take the copper out of the fitting?
I specifically, thinking ahead, I specifically bought the removable one. There is a permanent one where you would had to have cut it out, but I bought there's like a little tool. It's like
It's like a shark bite.
is that how
Like
they
a
are?
shark
Like
bite,
you
you can
just,
remove. There's a tool that you can use that like
yeah, you
depresses it, and
yeah, there you go. So I removed it and the copper was still there because I would have needed more copper to make a connection if I had to cut it out. But we got it going.
so
It's
you're
working.
saying you would never use it, Kurt?
No, I wouldn't have never used it.
I put it on a grease system. That's where I would put it.
Jason's like, I want a press tool, but robbing banks is illegal, I hear.
Nah, dude, you're good. God, we might be having a big project come up, guys. Potentially, we'll talk off air. But I would totally want to just have a press tool for it. Like we could bid it with it, or seeing how things are going with the companies there that y'all are dealing with and we're dealing with. Potentially, if I could get one, that would be awesome to do.
You should.
Yeah, you're a believer, Kurt.
When you can use it, like do a whole job with one, that's nice.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it
press.
would. Like some people would like it takes so much. Like it takes the same amount of time, yeah, but then you're lugging the torches, and it's just like such a pain in the
And the
dick.
Yeah,
nitrogen you have to worry about.
if you
Yeah, you
gotta
know what
break
I
out the
mean.
torches, if you gotta break out the torches anyway, it ain't as much as of a benefit. But if you can do the whole job just in like in a vac coil,
Yeah.
and you can do all press fittings. That's that helps. Are y'all laughing at him?
Yeah.
That's the boy, bro. He's doing his thing.
He's already opening
He's
doors
gnawing
now.
on the doorknob.
That's his problem, I
Yeah,
stopped
I
gnawing on
never.
doorknobs once my dad took the belt to my ass. You should teach him a lesson.
Yeah, I never understood the guys that like brazed and pressed on the same job site. Like that, I don't get. But yeah, if you can just go in there with a press tool, because I do it for my walk-in boxes, it's awesome. It's one less thing you have to worry about. And
Okay.
we do RLS. I prefer that one, and I have them in freezers and everything, and like they've never leaked.
How long have you been pressing?
Pressing probably a couple years.
And
I'd have to
no
check.
issues.
No, I've never been called back once, unlike
Nah.
this other one.
Okay.
Well,
No,
guys,
just because I
I don't
see the
really have a
comments when y'all
preference.
both do it.
Nobody,
Chris.
yeah, nobody likes it.
I don't have a preference, but I could if the right people
If
were
I
nice
was
enough to me.
swayed,
Tell us more.
now like
No.
I've used it and it's fine. I buy the fittings. I restock all the time. I make sure I have them.
That's good. I think it would just cut down on some things for sure.
Like I said, when you can use it, it's convenient. It's got its limitations. You got to be able to get this long tool
Yeah.
right up next to where you're pressing. I mean,
I ain't got no problem getting a long tool.
you know what I mean. It's like you couldn't do a compressor with it.
Oh, I would never do a compressor with it. Yeah.
You want to do
I've
it?
seen it done.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I've seen people do it.
I've been using it, yeah, for 2 years now. I just went to go look for the video.
Hey, chat. Hey, chat. That's what all the streamers say. hey, chat. Do any of y'all do any pressing that, and to the extent of how long you've been doing it? Just because I read the comments like when your last one, Adrian, with the Zoom lock thing, people were like, I'd never trust any of that, and you can't beat old brazing and not, and I'm for that because that's all I have. You know what I mean? So I can't be like, well,
Well,
that argument
at the
of
time of that
pressing.
video, the push one, I didn't have my press tool and I didn't have those little torches because that is a hospital. And
Oh
not only
yeah, okay.
do I have to get clearance, which I didn't, which whatever, I went in real quick and did it this time, but like wheeling in the huge torch set and everything, like that would have been a pain. Well, not wheeling it in. I had to carry it. I don't have a cart. I was talking to some guys in the
I
chat
was
that
like, yo, was my man got a hand truck full of torches, bro?
I need to get it's a hyper tough folding cart. I had bought one that was from Amazon Olympia, I think was the brand, but that was like $100 or so. Walmart has their own version now. It's like $50. So I'm gonna go pick it up. It's on
For
Morgan's
sure go
maintenance
snatch it.
channel.
Old Morgan. Yo, what's he doing? You're Riley.
He's chewing on the doorknob.
All right, man. Later, Chris.
Be
Appreciate you
good,
coming back.
Chris. Quick, what's for dinner? What's for dinner?
What's
if he
for
hasn't
dinner?
left. I just want to know.
Okay. Just a heads up, one of these companies we've been talking to is coming out with a steel line set.
I've heard of the other one.
Yeah,
It
what
is
was
a
the other
steel
one?
line set that you can connect the
PEX.
copper with brazing.
Oh, word?
You can braze it, yeah.
Damn.
At least they say you can.
Skeptical.
Was this on the very last page of the catalog on the bottom?
I didn't see it in a catalog.
Okay, then I might not know what we're talking about. Okay, never mind.
So I told them,
What?
I'd like to get my hands on it and play with it.
Yep, easy killer. Jeez.
God, Jake, your mind's always in the gutter.
That's not, bro. It just sound like, bro, if you watch any other shows, it'd be like, oh, cut that. You got to take that. It just, I'm sorry. I wouldn't be that.
What do we do? Well, if he's asking us, what do we do for dryers that you have to press or braise?
They sell special
pressed
dryers for that.
I might start stocking those, but what I was doing is putting in the flare dryers if I didn't want to braise at all.
Yo, that would be so fast because down here a lot of where are you guys putting your dryers at? I mean, I put mine inside, right? Okay, where inside? You guys?
Outside most of the time.
Oh, really? Well, I wouldn't do that, Kurt.
As long as it's off the ground, yeah.
That's just not no. I only learned that from a guy up north.
Really
He was just
into it
like
in the comments.
oh man, people would go like he always said like, hey, this was a Ream guy at Ferguson up north. Like this dude was like smarter than smart. He's like, hey, if you can, always put it inside. And I was like, all right, cool, bet. Like that's when I was learning. And so I do, but down here anyways, like with the high amount of humidity and low to the ground because our line sets come up out of the ground, they rust like crazy and they start to deteriorate pretty rapidly. That would be a really awesome application for a dryers. Like when they leak, boom, slap in a piece real quick, go inside, cut it out, slap it in, and you'd be done in less than, you know what I mean?
See, that's why I
you're
never
not
bought
burning up the filter dryer.
Yeah, I never bought the RLS press ready dryers because when you go back and replace it, you're cutting more of the copper. You're wasting copper, right? That's just what I thought. So then I ended up, when I have those jobs, I ended up buying like the flare. Like I have the flare fittings that you can press, but I mean I can also make flare fittings on my own with my block. So I just preferred a flared dryer, and then if I need to change it out, you just unscrew it and take it out.
Flared, I've never, to be honest, I am not familiar with that.
I have the flare fitting dryer. I have the flare fitting sight glass when I got to do walk-ins. I mean, it's just easier.
With if you're going to use that long dryer, and it's when you put the couplings on the ends of it, you got to have a long stretch of 3/8 just to be able to use something like that.
That's what I mean. Like
long stretch.
Do the flared ones, they come with the nuts?
Riley does.
You're not going to say nothing to him, Kurt? That's okay. Okay. That's a little racist, brother. No, you're right. It's because I'm white, ain't it? The flared ones, they come.
It's that orange hair, Jake. That's what does it.
Hey, no, it's an orange beard, okay, and it's blonde hair.
Okay.
I just get my bottle just to match my anyways. Y'all heard somebody ask Ashley if the carpets matched the drapes. Remember that? Were y'all there right there when somebody said that?
I think
I heard about
something
it.
like that.
Yeah. Anyways, do the flared filter dryers though come with the nuts? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they would have to. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I'm just gonna buy
comes with
them
something,
instead.
right? Yeah, because it comes like, well, from I don't know. I have to go open a box. I already forgot, but like they come with something on them.
Well,
Y'all can answer that question from the homie.
I bought the Milwaukee press tool, and I've got the RLS jaws. I've got the Mueller jaws, and they fit. I looked at this new press tool company.
You should have seen him.
Oh shit!
You should have seen him, dude.
Yeah.
He's over it.
Never mind. What was I saying?
Which brand you think is the best tool, your best
The
pressing
free
tool
one.
that you have? You ever get one of those yet, Kurt?
Yeah, I got one. I like the Milwaukee tool. I do.
That's funny.
I want to
I
try the
love it.
Milwaukee
And
one, but I have the Klauke, whatever it is, and RLS is the one I prefer because it's soft copper.
okay, cool.
Zoomlock uses that
So
Pro Press hard copper
what's the
6 point.
expense? Do you know how much the difference is between the two?
They're all expensive.
Yeah, I know. Kurt, what'd you pay?
Like $5,000 for the jaws and the tool.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You've had it for a while.
Yeah, I remember when he got that. I was all excited for him. I was like, "Damn, this motherfucker!" It's like he's sponsored by damn Milwaukee. Little
Not
did
I
then.
we
paid for
know.
that. I paid for
Not at
that.
that time.
They saw that tick and they're like, "Yeah, I guess we can help the guy out a little bit." Yeah, it's good, man. I'm glad it's worked out for you guys. The pressing stuff. I think it'll be good for the
My
future.
dad. Well, look, before I talked to RLS, this was back when somebody else was in charge, and I did get one, but my dad actually was, because I had Zoomlock trying to hit me up for meetings, but they were trying to sell me their tool. They were like real
Mm,
stubborn. We're gonna come down and meet you. We're gonna show you a demo, this and that. And then they were like, "So would you like to buy?" I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna buy it on the spot." Um, and I was like, "Okay, whatever." Like we had
damn.
our little demo and all that, and they tried to make me feel special, but then they were trying to push me to buy it. And but my dad was the one that was actually interested in it, so even he got excited, about pressing, and he'll help me on some job sites. And now he's like, he's always amazed when I press them in because it's super quick. I mean, you're in, you're out, you get on to the next thing. I usually have to do the wiring and everything else, so like that's one less thing you have to worry about.
That's awesome.
And I do have a video. I think I'll probably post it this weekend with me and my dad running a call.
Oh,
Oh, that was
sick. That'll be
cool.
cool.
I didn't record it the best, but I think it still came out pretty good. So I'll post it on the weekend. Stubborn as hell. I'll tell you that if you watch it.
I
Try
love
to
it.
talk. We had almost an argument right before we got up there.
Oh, good. That's the best though, man.
It wasn't too bad. He's not. I don't know. With my other brother,
My
he gets into fights. That's a
oh
whole
yeah, that's what I was
yeah
about to say. My older brother and my dad used to work together, and like, my brother would like they'd get in fights, and my dad be driving home, my brother about to jump out the car and shit, and I'm like, I never had that type. Like I would, like
yeah
we would communicate in a aggressive
yeah
way, but it was never like
yeah. My
angry.
youngest brother, they can't be together. I can't leave them together at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, straight up. That's yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah. So that's a good one. And it kind of made me think, if I can get, more of that kind of content out there, that'd be kind of cool. More of the other people, not just me.
Do we hear any cursing in Spanish?
Not in Spanish. He does curse in the video. If I just went, because I do help him out sometimes on his stuff, right? The kitchen, we got to install like an oven or steamer, or he needs help, now like lifting things and all that. I should record more of those because those are the fun ones when we can't get something to work, or we're all trying to lift something and everybody's like off cue, like left, right, no, this way, no, that way. That's when all that
Oh, bro,
Spanish comes out
man,
and they're pissed.
yeah, real world shit. That's awesome. Dude,
I
just
can
set up
Which,
imagine what it sounds like.
the action cam and let it ride.
well, I was gonna say, like a couple years ago, I wasn't comfortable doing this. I think last year I finally got comfortable, just having the camera out, whether with anybody out there. And I was like, man,
Yeah,
I should really get into it more now.
there we go.
Yeah, but those are the fun ones.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. Anything cool going on in the chat?
There's somebody talking about my Spanish channel. I did put out a Spanish video recently.
I saw
How's
that.
that going?
It's
It's there.
slow. If I got a good video, it's probably going to be in English. I have to be able to shoot 2 videos in one day to put something out in Spanish, and so it's slow going over there.
It's hard.
Just everything
My
you say in English, just say in Spanish, bro, and just chop
Hey,
it
we're
out.
getting.
Like,
Did you guys get an email? We're getting. YouTube is gonna have a dub feature now, where they're gonna dub
One of
over.
my
oh,
videos was done like that.
Really? I
I
haven't
don't know
checked it
how to
out.
do it.
They said they're gonna do it automatically
oh
on
yeah,
anything that's uploaded. I guess from now on.
that's kind of cool though.
I have seen
That'll help.
I have seen that on one of my videos.
I need to go look. I haven't checked it out. I just got the email for it. We'll see how good it is.
It wasn't
Yeah.
bad.
Okay. Well, there's guys that do that. I don't know if you ever saw like what is that other one? It's not World of HVAC or there's some other one that the guy does HVAC videos and he's been doing it a long time and he paid somebody to dub his videos. So it's like him, but it's somebody with a real
Oh,
harsh
Mr.
accent
Beast.
and everything. No.
Well, I listened to mine. It was one of my English videos, and I was listening to it in
Okay.
Spanish in the dub, and that Spanish was spot on. I mean, I could understand what they were talking
Oh,
about.
okay, cool. Yeah, because
Does
that's
it give
always
you
my
an
fear.
accent when you do it?
Can
I
you pick?
already have a heavy accent.
I was just curious. Yo, it's funny because you came up today. I was talking to Q, and Q's Colombian and Cuban, right? And we used to go. I still can't get over the fact that Kurt speaks Spanish, bro. It's just so funny. Like people just like Ashley really thought your shit was fake, man. Like she's like, he ain't doing that. It's just it's funny. It's cool that you do it, really.
Oh, it's also
Dude, the more that I
Ace.
learn, I try to lose my accent. I'm trying to get rid of this gringo sound, but it's gonna be with me forever. I ain't never gonna get rid of that.
Nah, let it ride, bro. You're good.
It's AC Service Tech is the other guy that I've seen that does the dub thing where he pays
Oh
somebody.
yeah. We're like, who the hell is it? Oh, it's Craig. All right, that makes sense.
All right, Sam, appreciate the help there. Let's look up a shout
All
out real
right.
quick.
Oh, let's go. One man HVAC.
I was just thinking, I was like, I don't even know if I have one.
All right, let's
One
go.
man.
You demand Sam. Sam's the guy to go to for this. He's in everybody's chats and comment sections.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick.
Shout out.
Well, how about
to the
that? How
one
about that
man.
Vito promotion? I think that just started.
Sick.
Oh, he's in the chat.
That's what he said. Yeah.
I thought that was your name. Just went to look at your
Yay.
video speaking Spanish. That's sick. Oh,
Well,
you
there
know,
are some of my videos where I am speaking in Spanish, but this one was just dubbed. It was an English video that
Go ahead.
got
No,
dubbed into
Kurt, say it in
Spanish.
Spanish. Explain it in Spanish. No hablo español, es inglés.
Dude, I use it to my advantage sometimes.
so here's our
Oh,
I
shout
use
out
it
real
to my.
quick.
Who is
Oh,
this?
hell yeah, bro.
One man HVAC.
Just, my man, let's go, bro.
Am I okay? I was like, am I on my?
I have to check him out.
There we go.
Boom.
Subscribed.
Subs, baby.
Well, he's
Everybody else
saying
go
that he
sub
loves
to him.
it. But yeah, you have an actual Spanish channel where you do speak Spanish, and YouTube
Yeah.
is now dubbing your videos in Spanish with some sort of, I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how they did it. I didn't know if I had turned on something or what, but I know in that video where I was repairing heat strips on a trailer recently, it was like that.
Do you go and like pick something to change it? Like when you're
No,
watching
I
it?
don't know. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it happened.
Oh, you just found it like that?
So if it did it by mistake. I don't know what I did.
Oh, okay. I have to check that out. Yeah, one man HVAC. Appreciate you being in the chat here too, as
Yeah,
well.
dude, straight up shout out, man. That's cool. So
Anything
Kirk uses
anything
his,
cool that you guys want from the Vito promotion before we get out?
There's always
No.
something I want, man. One of them wheelers, like the blackout one that you got there, that MC, I think is really cool.
Dude, that
A
one's
couple of the
awesome.
infrared bags, the MCTP, I think looks really cool, or the MCP.
You didn't want any of the infrared, Kurt?
Well, maybe that small back infrared backpack.
Never say no.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one
Yeah,
that I think is cool.
Yeah, that looks really good.
I'm just waiting for their damn lifestyle lineup. They didn't even tell us that we work with them.
Yeah, that stuff
Well,
looks
they didn't
good
tell
too.
me. I don't know if they told you.
Nah, I didn't say no.
Oh, yeah, because we're like, is that his big surprise?
Yeah, I was like, you son of a bitch, this is it. It looks good though. I am pumped on it. I was actually
Y'all
telling
know
somebody about it today.
being able to
yeah.
speak Spanish
I'll make some.
and being able to speak Spanish kind of has its advantages. Sometimes you get to screw with people.
I'm sure of it, bro. Tell us more.
Like
Elaborate.
I'll go through the drive-through sometimes and I'll be like Órale pues, yo tengo hambre, ¿qué tienes de comer, güey?
You have to do the accent and everything.
It's so good though, bro. I'm like,
it is just a riot every time. I
dude,
pull up
that
to
would
the
make
window and they're just looking at me like, what?
yo, real talk, Kurt. Those clips would blow up on freaking the internet.
You should do
Like,
a
people-
series. Yeah, a series like on your lunch going to mess with people. And it'll be like an HVAC lunch Spanish thing. I don't
Yeah,
know.
dude. And he does it like that, and it's like you just have the camera sitting in the and people be like, and they always do
Yeah.
the Metal Gear Solid, you know what I mean? Because they're like, they look at you and it's like, gringo, and you're like, si, senor. Like, I don't know, it's terrible, but yeah,
Why'd you get balloons?
I did that to a girl one time at the
it's
coffee
a siesta,
shop.
brother, or fiesta.
I did that to a girl at the coffee shop,
Yes.
and when I got to the window, she was looking like she was mad at me or something. And I was like, "What's the deal? Are you a Hispanic or something?" She was like, "Yes."
Oh, she was upset.
Oh shit! You'd be like, you should have said it in Spanish though, bro. Like, I don't know, problemo, maybe.
Oh yeah. That'd be awesome.
Que es problemo?
There you go.
Yes, let's fucking go.
Oh, I think Todd asked this earlier. He's like, "What about being on the wait list?" I think the infrared. They I don't know when they come out, but they said they would be out before the promo ends.
March, yeah, like March or April. So like, I know when I got the promo bag a few years ago. Like once you order your stuff or whatever bag you get, like you'll just be on the list and they'll send it when you get it. And it comes a lot quicker than you think, but you're still like in that mode of like, I've done paid for it. I want my bag. You know what I mean?
Is that off of their website?
No, that's just my experience. I know I want to say personally from what I've heard, middle of March to the end.
No, I know. But like when you said you buy it and you have it whenever it comes out, is that on their website? Because I've done that through True Tech Tools. I like that they do
emailed,
that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, like, because what happened was I bought it. I never got like any sort of confirmation, so I emailed them. I'm like, no, we know, and like it'll automatically get sent out when we got inventory. And that was for the MB3.
Because
So like,
yeah, just because like True Tech Tools, I do like even if it's out of stock, you can still buy it and then you'll just get it when it comes in stock. You know, like that's cool. Because then I forget to go back and check.
Yes.
Well, he's on the wait list. He says he hasn't paid anything.
Oh, then yeah, you can just wait it out. Yeah,
they'll let you know.
It stinks, but with all the shipping and stuff, all that nowadays,
it's like the one that you brought up. I don't think that one comes out till May. The Wheeler. I saw that they
The one
posted
that
it.
I
Oh,
was
okay.
interested in, the one that I was interested in, they weren't selling it at AHR.
Which one?
One of those infrared ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. They weren't selling those.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they
they like
weren't.
to do that. They like to have everything there, but you can't buy it.
Yeah, they're funny. I love you, Vito.
Yeah, we love Vito.
I didn't do but one video at the Vito booth, and there was just so much stuff. I just kind of walked around and showed everybody the booth for 2.5 minutes, and I
I
couldn't
just
cover any
watched
of it.
Jake cover everything. He went
Yeah.
and just ran through everything.
Oh yeah, I was like, yo, Ian, let's do this. We're gonna knock this out real quick, okay? Like, you tell me everything.
Yep. I'm surprised
Ian was like hyped. He was like, yo, you
I
got,
know,
you
I
got
was
the
like, I was
shoe
surprised
bag
he
in
was
here, and
he was cool with it.
oh, I know, because he's usually so reserved on that stuff, and then like doesn't, you know what I mean?
Don't show me, don't film me.
Yeah.
He told you that last
That's what
time.
he said. Yeah, yeah. So we got him in there. I was like, yo, I was about to put you on the thumbnail, bro. Like I should have just to like get him. That would have been good.
All right, guys.
Oh,
Anything
man.
else? We can close it out.
Nope.
Riley
Appreciate
is,
y'all's tuning in. Yo,
ready.
I
he's
gotta let
ready
him
to
out before he
go.
tears down the door.
He will, I
Straight
know.
up.
All right, guys. Appreciate everybody. Jake went ham in the booth. And we'll see you guys
Appreciate
next
it,
week.
bro.
Let me get the outro.
Later, y'all.